Alright. So, same pa rin yung ating section. However, minodify ko lang yung dimension dito. From 800, ginawa ko lang siyang 500. So, same pa rin yung kailangan nating hanapin. We need to determine the required number of 20 millimeter diameter if the ultimate bending capacity is 320 kilonewton meter. Okay? So, same pa rin yung step na gagawin natin. We need to determine first the effective depth. So, our effective depth here is just simply subtracting the total height to the location of centroid. By the way, yung height natin dito is 500 millimeter. Then subtract lang natin yung concrete cover of 40, diameter of stirrups which is 10, and the half of the main reinforcement which is 20 over 2. Okay? So same pa rin yung makukuha natin as our effective depth, and then proceed tayo with the value of our beta 1. No? So yung beta 1 natin dito is 0.85 dahil po yung 21 megapascal is between 17 and 28 megapascal, so that 0.85 yung gagamitin natin as the value of the beta 1. However, for our gross area, sabi ko nga ulit, kung ano yung sakop ng height for our effective depth, yun lang po yung magiging computation natin for our gross area. Okay? So, ibig sabihin lang nito, so dito sa upper part, which is 500 times 10, then i-add lang natin yung area nung nasa baba. So, para makuha mo yung height na nandito, so you need to subtract yung 440 sa 100. So, yan yung magiging height natin. Then, multiplied by 30, and then adding this first term, ang ating gross area, this is now equal to 152,000 square millimeters. Okay? Dahil, yung next step nga natin dito under this preliminary step is we need to determine yung moment capacity at the offset dimension. Very important yan in our comparison kasi ang binabantayan natin ditong height is 100 millimeter. This offset dimension para malaman natin if yung value ng A lalagpas ba siya or hindi. Once again, kapag yung ating moment capacity at the flange is mas mataas dito sa ating demand moment capacity natin, ibig sabihin lang po nun, kaya ng flange nating dalhin yung given na moment demand natin. Ibig sabihin lang nun, in terms of height A, mas mababa siya sa 100 millimeter, ideally. Pero kapag mas mataas yung ating given moment doon sa ating moment capacity at the flange, ibig sabihin lang po nun is hindi kakayanin ng flange natin yung demand from our moment. So that the height of A should be greater than 100 millimeter. So yan yung babantayan natin. No? So let's compute first for our moment capacity at our flange section, yung nasa itaas. So by just simply taking the area of compression dun lang sa mismong flange, and then yung ating moment arm. So please take note that this variable or this term, obviously, this is the half of the 100 millimeter going to the center or the centroid of our main reinforcement. So kunin lang natin yung ating moment at the flange. Ibig sabihin lang nito, this is now equal to 313.268 kilonewton meter. So in comparison with our ultimate moment strength or yung ating demanding moment which is 320 kilonewton meter, ibig sabihin lang po niyan is hindi kaya ng ating flange yung demanding moment natin. Ibig sabihin lang yan, in terms of height, this is greater than 100 millimeter. So ibig sabihin lang po nun, ito po yung ideal itsura ng ating area of compression, this part. Kasi nga, hindi kinaya ng flange natin yung ating demanding moment. So, ibig sabihin, in terms of A, yung height natin, dapat lalagpas na siya ng 100. Okay? So, let's have the steel area limit. Okay? So, same pa rin yung ginagawa natin. So for our maximum steel area, this is now equal to 2,353.2857 square millimeter. While for our minimum steel area, which is the first minimum steel area in this formula, so ang makukuha natin dito is 414.614 square millimeter. While the second minimum steel area, this is equal to 506.667 square millimeter. Okay? Ngayon, in the determination for our minimum still area, this is equal to 506.667. The largest among these two values of our minimum still area. And then we can now already solve for the actual still area. Ideally, the height of A should be greater than 100 millimeter. So para makuha natin yung area of the compression block, hahatiin natin yan sa dalawa. Una, yung sa flange, which is 500 times 10. The second one is yung nasa bottom part, which is A minus 100 times 300. Yung, kumbaga, ginawa ko yung total, pinaghiwalay ko lang siya into two terms. So that kapag pinagsama ulit natin sila, ito pa rin yung magiging area of compression natin. Okay? Kasi importante yan pagdating natin dito sa computation for the value of A, which is from our moment capacity. Ang kailangan natin gawin dito is magko-consider din tayo ng dalawang klaseng moment. So, yung first moment natin, which is the moment at the flange, yung na-compute natin earlier. Then, yung second moment natin is yung retaining moment natin. So, makukuha natin ang retaining moment natin kapag pinag-subtract natin yung demanding moment kaysa doon sa ating moment capacity at the flange. Okay? So, by simply subtracting this one, ang makukuha nating retaining moment, this is equal to 6.732 kilonewton meters. Okay? Alright. So, magpo-focus lang tayo dito sa second area of compression natin since ang pinakapakay lang natin dito is the retaining moment. Okay? Para ma-solve natin yung value ng A. So, ito yung gagamitin nating formula for the second moment capacity natin, no? So, which is yung ating area, second area of compression, which is below the 100 millimeters, and then yung kanyang moment arm. Our moment arm here, please take note that this is effective depth minus 100 minus yung kalahati ng A minus 100. Okay? So, by simply substitute yung mga nakuha nating value, so, ang makukuha natin dito is nasa 104.134 millimeters. Okay? Which is, this is greater than 100 millimeter. It satisfies the condition. Okay, now, let's proceed na sa ating equilibrium condition. No? So, sa ating equilibrium condition, ideally, dapat mas mataas sa 100 millimeters yung makuha nating value ng A, which is we already get as a value of 104.134. So, of course, we need to substitute yung ating area of compression. Please take note na yung area of compression na gagamitin natin dapat yung buo na itself. Hindi yung katulad dun sa moment na ginawa natin kanina. Kasi nga, ang ginamit lang natin dito is the retaining moment. That's why yung area ng compression lang na gagamitin mo, dapat yung second area of compression lang. However, pagdating natin sa equilibrium condition, dapat yung total area of compression na mismo yung gagamitin natin. So that yung ating still area, this is equal to 2,177.705 square millimeter. In comparison, between these two still area limits natin, lumalabas na yung minimum natin is hindi siya bababa, and then yung ating in terms of maximum, yung ating actual still area, hindi rin siya lalagpas. Ibig sabihin lang yan, we will use this still area of 2,177.705 square millimeter. So that in order to determine the number of reinforcements, what we need to do here, we need to just divide this total still area sa isang area ng 20 millimeter. So by simply substituting it, so the number of reinforcements that we need to use is 6.932 or 7 pieces of 20 millimeter diameter.